means that I have an entire world of connections.
It allows me to volunteer and give back to the community.
I think FIRST can really prepare you to solve any number of the world's big problems. The skills that you're going to be learning can completely change the future.
One of the reasons why Qualcomm has invested in FIRST for so long is because we know FIRST works.
That worked. Perfect.
We see these students coming through the program, not just learning about engineering, but also those 21st century skills that are so important.
FIRST is probably like the biggest reason why I'm confident at all now. 4 years ago, I was the shyest, quietest child on like the face of the planet, and FIRST definitely changed that.
Part of this Rube Goldberg machine is sort of fostering the relationship between Qualcomm and FIRST.
Working at FIRST teaches you various skills that you can directly transfer to the workplace. It teaches you to work with people with different personalities. It teaches you to respect ideas that you don't necessarily agree with. Most of all, it teaches you to meet aggressive deadlines that you will necessarily face at the workplace.
Qualcomm invents breakthrough technologies for wireless, and so this machine and programs like our partnership with FIRST are really, our way of inspiring kids that STEM can be fun and working with the team can be fun.
Science, technology, engineering, mathematics are the foundation of what industry is on right now. We are a technical leader in the world.
We know that there's a shortage of students with STEM skills, not just in the US, but globally. And that's why Qualcomm's so invested in making sure that these students have the skills necessary to compete in a global economy of the future.
I do like taking on a problem because once you finish it, you feel really accomplished.
I feel like technology combined with teamwork and creativity can solve basically any problem that we face today and will be very crucial to the success of our future.
For centuries, sports have played an integral part of our culture. Moving, collaborating, competing, celebrating. We rally around our athletes, lift them up, and admire their awe-inspiring moments and stories that give us hope. The nature of traditional sports is shifting, and we have the power to be forces for change and redefine the game. No matter whether our talents lie on the court, in the lab, or with a controller in hand, there's an athlete inside each and every one of us. Let's work together to champion every sport and every person that plays the game. It's time for us to revolutionize the way we play and move. It's time to be game changers.
Hello, First Tech Challenge teams, and an official welcome to the 2020-2021 season. I'm DJ Knight, and I'm so excited to be back for this year's First Tech Challenge kickoff and the big reveal of Ultimate Goal presented by Qualcomm. We're thrilled to have Qualcomm back as a presenting sponsor this season, and of course, Ultimate Goal is a part of the first Game Changers powered by Star Wars Force for Change season. I'd also like to welcome my co-host for today's broadcast, Sarah Falwell, a First Tech Challenge alum, Dean's List winner, a FIRST volunteer, and also on the digital engagement team at FIRST strategic partner Rockwell Automation. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, DJ. I'm thrilled to be here and see what First Tech Challenge has in store for Ultimate Goal. We have an excellent show planned for you guys today. We'll have an important announcement from First Tech Challenge director Ken Johnson, where he'll share details and updates about this season's events, as well as we have shoutouts from a few of your first faves, and of course, the Ultimate Goal game reveal. We'll also have a game field walkthrough, live Q&A, and announce the Kickoff sweepstakes winners. And at the end of the show, be sure to check out all of the game materials on our website. If you're tuning in and not registered yet, don't worry, there's still plenty of time to join the fun, and we'll have a $500 rookie grants available. And new to this year, for all registered teams, we've created the First Mentor Network, so your team can easily find additional and professional mentorship this season on anything from fundraising to finance to team branding and even robot building. During the season, while most of us are social distancing, it's the First Mentor Network that is a great way to stay engaged and grow your team's expertise on different subjects. Check it out. DJ, what do we have coming up?
Thanks, Sarah. I'm so pumped. I know I've been waiting all summer for this reveal, and while the season is sure to look a bit different, I'm confident everyone's going to have fun and accomplish more than ever, as the First Tech Challenge is including a variety of new activities for teams to explore both virtually and in person. So be on the lookout for those updates. But before we get to exploring all the exhilarating and high-flying tasks teams will be working on this season, let's take a look at Ultimate Goal to see how you will be redefining the game and become force for change this season. Okay, now that the Ultimate Goal game reveal is just minutes away, anything popping out from the teaser? Any clues you didn't see before? Sarah, what do you think?
I definitely have some ideas. I don't want to give anything away yet, but I do want to see what our teams think. First Tech Challenge teams around the world have been sharing their predictions with us, and we're excited to take a look, see if anyone's close.
Those were some awesome and very creative guesses. I don't know what cat foosball is or if it's a part of this year's game, but I kind of want to see it.
Yeah, some of those guesses were pretty close, and we can't wait to see what you do this season, teams. Even during the off-season this year, you're already showing us and the world that you're truly game changers. As the world reacted to unprecedented changes, First Tech Challenge teams took action, and you haven't stopped yet. We're amazed at how teams around the world have collaborated and been forces for change in their own communities. We may not have been able to meet in person, but our community is stronger than ever. Let's take a look.
What an impressive display from our incredible community. You've been working hard and using your collective skills to be a force for change. It's because of you, the next generation of innovators and leaders, that our sponsors, Qualcomm, Collins Aerospace, and PTC's Onshape, invest in the First Tech Challenge. A huge thank you to our first Game Changer season sponsor, Disney and Lucasfilm, and all of our friends in the Star Wars galaxy. And a huge round of applause for returning First Tech Challenge season sponsor Qualcomm and our official program sponsor, Collins Aerospace, who want to wish you good luck this season.
Hi everyone, Susie Armstrong here. I'm a Senior Vice President of Engineering at Qualcomm and a proud member of the First Executive Advisory Board. Qualcomm is thrilled to be returning as the season presenting sponsor of the First Tech Challenge Ultimate Goal Game for the 6th year in a row. Staying connected is now more important than ever, and cellular connectivity and 5G strengthens these connections. Qualcomm's wireless leadership continues to support virtual ways of learning for all of us, even in remote and underserved areas. So, this year's first season may look different for everyone, being online, but we hope that you are staying safe and finding new ways to innovate. Best of luck to all of the teams, and I'm really excited to see this season's competitions.
Hey everybody, I'm Erin Mitchell, a proud first alum of FTC 4140 Fish in the Boat and current manufacturing engineer in new product introduction at Collins Aerospace. Collins is so proud to be this year's official program sponsor. At Collins, we tackle the toughest challenges every day. Our big goals make cool stuff happen, so you and your teams should set some big ones this season too. When I was a first student, my team and I challenged ourselves to be better every single year through the robots we built, the outreach we performed, and the friendships and relationships we created. At work, we keep people safe, connected, and informed. Collins is redefining aerospace. How will you redefine this game? I, for one, look forward to finding out. Welcome to the season, teams, and good luck.
Thank you, Susie and Erin. Without the support of our sponsors, volunteers, program delivery partners, and all of you at home, First Tech Challenge wouldn't be possible. And while this season may look a little different for all of us, gracious professionalism remains at the heart of it all. Here's our 2019-2020 Dean's List Award winners to remind us all about the importance of gracious professionalism this season.
Gracious professionalism is acting with integrity and respect on and off the playing field, enabling you to compete against other teams but also cooperate with them at the same time.
Gracious professionalism means having a sense of dignity and respect towards yourself and others. Beyond all the odds, we are there for each other no matter what.
I define gracious professionalism to be a measure of great responsibility and kindness.
Gracious professionalism is what makes FIRST so unique. It's respect, courtesy, and good sportsmanship all wrapped up in one. We encourage everybody to try their best while also helping each other out. Because above all, we are a community first.
Personally, gracious professionalism means that if I want true success, I need to strive for respect and valuing other people's ideas.
It means using technology to make the world a better place, and being nice to everyone around us, and truly creating a wonderful community that's welcoming and inclusive and that everyone wants to be a part of.
Gracious professionalism is having compassion on other teams and helping them, not just during the competition, but year-round.
Gracious professionalism is about encouragement and giving inspiration while showing modest work and different obstacles. So strive to show your submissive work while giving encouragement and inspiration to others.
An example of this would be exchanging information with other teams to build each other up and help each other grow to be better.
Teams can be gracious professionals this season by volunteering either virtually or in person and really helping our communities during this time. You can use your skills of technology, FIRST, and robotics to really make a difference on this world.
This year, let's create virtual meetups where we share advice and help each other debug problems. And most of all, break down barriers on all fronts. We should use this opportunity to forge new connections and friendships. Let's innovate together virtually.
You can collaborate with other First Tech Challenge teams by sharing your knowledge and experience and helping each other reach your goals.
Good luck, game changers.
Good luck, teams. We can't wait to see how you redefine the game.
Good luck, First Tech Challenge teams, as you get ready for ultimate goal.
Good luck, teams. We can't wait to see you score your ultimate goal.
Good luck, First Tech Challenge teams, as you get ready for the ultimate goal.
Good luck from North Carolina as you prepare for ultimate goal.
Good luck, First Tech Challenge teams.
To all fellow First Tech companions, I wish you all good luck in this new season, and remember to show gracious professionalism.
I love how the FIRST community celebrates gracious professionalism and makes it a priority in your seasons and a part of your everyday lives. Just like gracious professionalism, in Ultimate Goal, you will set out to make yourselves a collaborative teammate, a respected competitor, and a stronger person.
That's absolutely right, DJ. And we are just minutes away from finding out what it all means. But first, we have an important season update from Program Director Ken Johnson with details about this season's event options and new changes to your robot builds. Let's welcome Ken.
Hey, First Tech Challenge. What a year it's been since last year's live game reveal. Last September, we unveiled Skystone at the Qualcomm World Headquarters in San Diego, California. And this year, we're thrilled to have Qualcomm back as the sponsor of Ultimate Goal. Thanks, Qualcomm. Why do so many First Tech Challenge sponsors stay with us year after year? They see the fun, excitement, and impact this program has on, well, you. And they want more and more folks like you participating so we can continue to change the future together. This year has been different for sure. The situation we're all in has forced changes in just about everything we do. But it's also highlighted how amazing our community is and how well you have adapted. When all this started, FIRST teams didn't sit back. Many jumped into action to help any way they could. I am incredibly proud to see what the FIRST community has done to help your families and neighbors, those in need. It underscores what all of us in FIRST are trying to do. Thank you. So where are we today? Our team continues to leverage the innovative spirit of FIRST. In the spring, we realized social distancing rules might continue into the fall as we launch the Ultimate Goal season. Our amazing game design team adapted how Ultimate Goal is played to allow it to be played in traditional events, the in-person events you're all familiar with, as well as a new option we call remote events. Your regional program delivery partner, the great folks who make First Tech Challenge available to you locally, may choose to offer remote events if social distancing guidelines and safety concerns don't allow traditional events. Remote events will mirror traditional events as much as possible in both judging and robot match play this season. Each remote event will be scheduled over a window of time, up to a full week, decided upon by your program delivery partner. Judging for remote events will follow the same format as traditional events. The awards teams compete for will be exactly the same. Remote event teams will provide materials to judges electronically to show all the great stuff they've done. Instead of in-person interviews, teams and judges will use video meetings for interviews and deliberations. I know by now you're all looking forward to more video meetings, but I promise these will be fun. Ultimate Goal is the same game for both remote and traditional events, but you'll notice some changes to how team rankings are determined this season in both of these event formats. Team ranking will no longer be based on your team's win-loss record, but instead on the total points your team scores in your official matches. In traditional events, team rankings will be based on total points scored by your alliance in your official matches. In remote events, team rankings will be based on total points scored by your team in your official matches. Tiebreakers and penalties will be the same in both remote event and traditional event formats too, but I'll let you dig into the game manuals to get into those details. If your region chooses a remote event format, your team will be invited to those remote events by your program delivery partner or event host. As I referenced earlier, remote events will be played over a window of time of up to a full week. This allows flexibility to schedule judging sessions. It will also allow teams more time to play, score, and upload their 6 official matches for each remote event in which they compete. Remote event teams will play official matches in their robotics lab. That can be in your basement, garage, or wherever it's set up. Remote event matches will be played on a half field using the half field game sets offered by AndyMark. Or you can build a half field yourself with instructions we'll provide. But you'll still need to obtain these official scoring pieces from Andy, Mark. Sorry, almost showed you that, and we're just about to show off the game. But you'll need those official scoring pieces. We think the remote event option is one that many regions will take advantage of. And regardless of which option your region offers, both provide the same merit-based advancement using the same judged award and robot competition criteria. In fact, the way we develop remote event format allows regions to transition from remote events to traditional events within the ultimate goal season if local conditions improve and social distancing rules are relaxed. Anything else new in First Tech Challenge this year? Actually, yes. Over the last 2 seasons, we piloted the Rev Robotics Control Hub with great results. As you might already know, the Control Hub combines the functionality of the Expansion Hub and the on-robot Android handset, or brain, into a single device. This makes wiring just a bit easier and the physical layout of your robot a bit more flexible. The Control Hub does not include a built-in camera like Android handsets all have, but Control Hubs were designed to accept USB-connected cameras. Not only that, we're introducing USB cameras into the robotics kits this year. We want you to continue using the amazing Vuforia and TensorFlow sensing and logic in your robot designs. Teams can definitely continue to use the Rev Expansion Hub and on-robot Android handset configuration, and we know most of you will. That setup will continue to serve you well in your design, development, and competition. We've also modified judging a bit. Same awards and processes for judging, but this year teams can request judging feedback. First judging and the awards recognizing team accomplishments are great, and if you win an award, well, that's some pretty good feedback you did well. But of course, not every team wins. We want to give teams the opportunity to get feedback if they ask. That feedback from judges won't be a grade or score, but some idea on how the judges saw your presentation and your work. Remember, many teams may be submitting A-level work to judges, but the hardest part in First Tech Challenge judging is which A-level work was the best in that event. Keep an eye out for invitations to monthly calls where our team here at First Tech Challenge will talk about and answer your questions on scoring and the FTC Live scoring tool teams will use for practice and official matches, how remote judging works, and help you with any technical questions you might have. I can't wait for you to see Ultimate Goal, but I want to leave you with, after hearing what I've shared, is a clear understanding that your team has options in how to compete in the really cool game we're just about to show you. And regardless of where you are, anywhere around the globe, you can do this. Together, we will do this. Thanks, and have a great season.
Hey Dave, it's time to play!
Do you think it's going to be a water game this year?
Remember teams, no matter how you play the game this year,
you folks be game changers.
Welcome to Ultimate Goal!
Challenges make bigger future. Are you ready for Ultimate Goal? Good luck, First Tech Challenge teams.
Greetings from Mississippi. This is Manny Lowe, Program Delivery Partner and member of the Game Design Committee. My ultimate goal is for you all to enjoy the game and have a great season this year. Stay safe and stay first.
Good luck teams as you prepare for Ultimate Goal.
Hello First Tech Challenge India teams. We can't wait to see how you redefine the game. Good luck for this season. On your mark, get ready, get set, go.
We are Taiwan Design Robot Association.
我很期待大家在 First Tech Challenge 的表现。
比赛加油
Fighting!
Good luck, teams. We can't wait to see how you redefine the game.
Hello from Northern California. Mark Edelman, member of the Game Design Committee and your chief referee. Wishing you all the best of luck with the Ultimate Goal season. Hope you have as much fun playing it as we had designing it. Good luck, everyone.
Guess what time it is? It's time to be game changers. Good luck, First Tech Challenge teams.
Hey, Thailand here. We're vouching for everyone to reach the ultimate goal in this year's First Tech Challenge competition.
Good luck, First Tech Challenge teams, from beautiful, sunny San Diego.
I hope you're all as excited as I am for Ultimate Goal, presented by Qualcomm, as part of our first Game Changer season, powered by Star Wars Force for Change. Good luck to all the First Tech Challenge teams, and most important, have fun.
Greetings to the whole First Tech Challenge community. Welcome to the 2021 season, presented by Qualcomm. First Game Changers is powered by Star Wars, Force for Change. I think you've all, I hope, been excited to get going. I know this season is going to be a little different than seasons in the past, but it's going to be a great season, and all I want to do is two things. Thank Qualcomm for their ongoing and incredible support, and reminding you the Force should be with you. I'll look to see you at an event this season. Good luck.
Thanks, Ken, for all that great information. Truly enlightening. And thank you all for all the good luck messages. I'm looking forward to seeing how the remote events play out this season.
Me too. I know we have some new changes in gameplay and event structure this year, but I know our community will find creative solutions to make this season as awesome as possible. And now, the moment that you've all been waiting for, the big reveal of the 2020-2021 First Tech Challenge game Ultimate Goal, presented by Qualcomm, is next. After the reveal, make sure to stick around for field highlights, a live Q&A, and the winners of the Kickoff sweepstakes.
I'm excited. You're excited. Let's see the Ultimate Goal game animation.
For centuries, sports have played an integral part of our culture. Moving, collaborating, competing, celebrating. We rally around our athletes, lift them up, and admire their awe-inspiring moments and stories that give us hope. History has shown societies evolving through time, and so too have sports and the way we play and move together. And now the nature of traditional sports is shifting, and we have the power to be forces for change and redefine the game. Our sports are no longer rooted solely in physical prowess. We must use our minds, our creativity, imagination, and critical thinking as much as we use our muscles. No matter whether our talents lie on the court, in the lab, or with a controller in hand, there's an athlete inside each and every one of us. It's time for us to revolutionize the way we play and move. It's time to be game changers. In Ultimate Goal, presented by Qualcomm, you and your team will experience the passion that drives us forward as athletes. With the clock counting down, we revel in the big plays and vital scores, and the lessons we learn when we fail and work with our teammates to recover. Each time our team steps up to a new challenge, we establish bolder goals, fueling our ambitions to work together, enhance our skills, and transcend all boundaries. No matter the outcome, we'll stand up in the face of competition, pushing each other to do better, work harder, and exceed our team and personal potentials. Because together, you are teammates at the top of your game, to score, to win, and to leave a legacy that lasts. It's time to play Ultimate Goal. Welcome to the First Tech Challenge 2020-2021 season game, Ultimate Goal, presented by Qualcomm. Part of the First Game Changers season, powered by Star Wars Force for Change. A team consists of up to 2 driver-operators, a coach, a human player, and a robot. The robot must be built from materials specified in the game manual and fit within an 18-inch sizing tool, but may expand after the match begins. Each match is played with 4 randomly selected teams, 2 per alliance. Each alliance is allowed only 1 human player. Your opponents for one match may be your partners for another. The game is played on a 12-foot square playing field with a foam tile floor and 1-foot high walls. 5 unique navigation images are located around the field perimeter. At one end are 2 tower goals, each containing 3 Alliance-specific goals with return racks. Between the 2 tower goals are 3 red and 3 blue power shot targets. There are 2 red and 2 blue taped start lines, and 3 red and 3 blue target zone goals. And a white launch line divides the field. Outside of the field walls are the 2 Alliance stations and 2 human player stations. The primary game element is a ring, approximately 5 inches in diameter and 3/4 of an inch thick. A match is played with 20 rings. There are 2 red and 2 blue wobble goals. These can have rings scored onto them and can be moved for additional scoring. Before each match, teams place their robots on the field, touching the front wall and over one of their Alliance's starting lines. Each robot must be touching or be in possession of a wobble goal. A robot may possess or touch up to 3 rings. After the robots are in position, field personnel will randomize the starter stacks into one of 3 configurations. This determines which target zone goal is active in the autonomous period. 0, 1, or 4 rings correspond to target zone goals A, B, or C, respectively. Unused rings are stored in the human player stations to be deployed to the field at the start of the driver-controlled period. The players and field are ready. Each match begins with a 30-second autonomous period. During this period, there are a number of ways for teams to score using only pre-programmed instructions and sensor inputs. Delivering a wobble goal to the correct target zone earns the Alliance 15 points. A robot parked over the launch line earns 5 points. Each ring launched or placed into the low goal earns 3 points. A ring launched into the mid goal earns 6 points, and launching into the high goal earns 12 points. Robots earn 15 points for each power shot target knocked down. Robots must be completely within the launch zone to launch rings into the mid goal, high goal, or power shot targets. Following the autonomous period is the 2-minute driver-controlled period. During the driver-controlled period, human players are expected to return rings to the playing field, as well as reset power shot targets. Each ring launched or placed into the low goal earns 2 points. A ring launched into the mid goal earns 4 points. However, rings launched into the opposing alliance's goal earn points for their alliance. A ring launched into the high goal earns 6 points. The last 30 seconds of the driver-controlled period is the endgame. During this time, robots may continue scoring rings, but there are also ways to earn bonus points. Each knocked down power shot target earns 15 points. Returning a wobble goal to the start line earns 5 points. Each ring fully supported by the wobble goal earns 5 points. If a robot lifts a wobble goal over the front wall into the drop zone, its alliance earns 20 points. There are many ways to score in Ultimate Goal, but there are also rules that, if not followed, will deduct points from your alliance. For example, a robot may not block another for an extended period. A robot may not possess more than 3 rings at a time. A robot may not launch rings over the side or front perimeter walls. A robot may not intentionally tip another robot at any time. This has been a brief summary of the Ultimate Goal game. For complete rules, please read the entire game manual and check the Q&A forum. For more information on our remote season, including gameplay and field requirements, please make sure to visit our game and season webpage for the full library of remote event documentation. And always remember the most important rule of First Tech Challenge: gracious professionalism. Good luck, teams, and have a great season.
Oh my gosh. Ultimate Goal looks amazing. This game makes me wish that I was still a student. DJ, what do you think?
This looks awesome. No robot relay races, but some of your guesses were right on the mark. I'm sure you all have a lot of questions and want to get a look at the real field. Here to give us a closer look is Aaron Fadden from the First Tech Challenge.
Thanks, DJ. Hi, I'm Aaron Fadden, member of the First Tech Challenge Game Design Committee. I hope you enjoyed the game animation and are excited for this year's challenge. Today, we're going to walk through the real-life field and scoring elements. We'll talk a little bit about the mechanics of each and go over some awesome attributes of this year's game. So to quickly recap, we have 3 red and 3 blue target zone goals. There are 2 red and 2 blue start lines. In the middle of the field is the launch line, and in this area is the launch zone. Outside of the playing field is the drop zone, and there are 4 wobble goals, 2 for the red alliance and 2 for the blue alliance. These are the starter stack areas, so this year we leveraged TensorFlow technology to come up with a really unique challenge in the autonomous period. We'll have some great resources available to teams to make them successful in this challenge. Outside of the playing field perimeter are 5 unique navigation images. Teams will use Vuforia software in order to aid in navigation during the autonomous period of the match. Outside of the playing field towards the back are the 2 tower goals, and in between the tower goals are the power shots with the power shot targets. The scoring element for Ultimate Goal are 20 rings. Each ring is 5 inches in diameter, and they're alliance-neutral foam rings. So one of the challenges of Ultimate Goal is not only building a mechanism that will launch these rings, but also to hone in on accuracy. So as you can see here, the tower goal has the low goal, the mid goal, and the high goal. Each goal is actually a different size. So the low goal is 23 inches wide by 8 inches tall. It is the most accessible goal, not only because robots can launch these rings or place them into the goal, but they can do so from anywhere on the playing field. The mid goal is also 23 inches wide, but is 12 inches tall. Although it's taller than the low goal, teams must be in the launch zone in order to score in this goal. The high goal is 5 inches tall by 16 inches wide. It is the most difficult goal to score in, but also offers the highest points. And once again, teams must be inside the launch zone in order to score in that goal. If teams score in either the middle goal or the high goal outside of the launch zone, they do get the points. However, they will receive a penalty. And again, referencing accuracy, if a red alliance robot scores a ring into the blue alliance's mid goal, the blue alliance will earn those points. Same applies to the power shot target. If a red alliance robot were to launch a ring and score the power shot target for the blue alliance would receive those points. Now, the power shot is a really unique feature of Ultimate Goal because it's used in 2 different periods of the match. Teams are able to score this goal during the autonomous period of the match. Then, during the driver control period, these can be reset to be scored during the end game. Now, each alliance will have 1 human player per tower goal. The human players are responsible for returning the rings into play while the match is played. and they do so using the return rack. The return rack was actually designed in a way to create some variability when the rings are reintroduced onto the playing field. So, strategies aimed at maybe sitting in one place in order to collect the rings may not necessarily be the best strategies. And each human player is responsible for their entire tower goal, even though the goal alternates alliance scoring areas. Now, the human player's job is critical because there are 20 total rings in play during Ultimate Goal, and therefore they want to make sure that they are returning the rings as quickly as possible to the playing field in order to keep the match moving. I hope you enjoyed this overview of the playing field, and back to you, Sarah.
Detailed walkthrough, Aaron. The field looks incredible. We have a lot of questions that are coming in, so let's have Ken come back out of the field and we'll have you both answer some of the audience's questions. So a question that I would like to start off with is actually for Aaron. What materials do teams need to compete remotely in their homes?
Thanks, Sarah. That's a really great question. So first and foremost, I want to let you know that remote competitions will actually be on a 12-foot by 8-foot section of the field. Teams are going to be required to purchase the wobble goals as well as the official ring. So that's the bare minimum requirement. And teams are able to purchase these elements, but we do also have some great DIY resources to build the tower goal as well as the power shot and return rack out of cardboard. And the cost on that is about $12, so it's really, really accessible and cost effective.
Okay, and then so along those same lines, a question for Ken is, what technology do teams need if they're competing virtually?
If teams are competing virtually, all they need is an internet connection and a device in which to interface with the internet. Phone, tablet, computer, that's all you'll need. And if you don't have reliable internet connection, you can record your scores by paper and then upload them when you're ready to have a secure connection.
Awesome, great. We'll throw it back to Aaron again. We have a question about the alliance sides, which is how will we be able to choose who the human player is, what side of the field the teams will be on if they're not allowed to talk to each other?
Well, so first and foremost, when it comes to traditional events, the alliances will work the same. So the scoring system will identify who is on which alliance. But the human player works kind of the same way in that each alliance has to choose one human player. So they can decide that between the two of them. But when it comes to remote events, it's actually one single team. So there won't be any alliances in the remote competition. It's just a single team that's competing for their high score.
Great, thank you. Question for Ken. How will organizers of remote competitions know the scores aren't inflated or altered in a way that unfairly benefits the teams?
The short answer is they're going to trust you. They're going to trust the teams that are out there to record their scores accurately. There'll be all kinds of tools that we can put together to make sure that teams understand the scoring, but the most important thing that this requires is gracious professionalism and the type of behavior that we see out of our teams every year. And in fact, it's the reason that we have over 200 universities offering about $80 million worth of scholarships, because they want people just like you. So we know that they're going to do their best, and we know they're going to report accurately.
Awesome, and actually I'll throw it back to you again. People are asking, what parts do we need to make the robot for this year?
The good news there, the same exact parts that you had last year. This year, one of the new things is that we're introducing the control hub across the board into our storefront, but teams aren't required to use the control hub. The expansion hub and the Android handset will work perfectly. So you can use the same equipment that you had last year in this year's game.
Perfect, thank you. Question for Aaron. We do not have a field perimeter. Is that going to be a disadvantage in this year's competition?
So I think first, I just want to say that it would benefit teams to have a field perimeter. As you could see, these kind of tend to roll. So it is beneficial to be able to keep the rings actually inside of the perimeter. However, we do have some resources available that outline that the minimum requirement really is having a boundary. So just having a taped out boundary. We're also releasing a great DIY guide that allows teams to build out of PVC. So you can just run to your local Home Depot and build a perimeter out of PVC and put cardboard in to keep the elements in. But the other thing too is if you have maybe cardboard boxes laying around, really anything, you could build your own perimeter to keep these elements inside of play. Oh, and here we go. This is actually the DIY tower goal that is made out of cardboard. So this is actually on our game and season page, all the plans for this. This is what I referenced earlier. This cost about $12 to build the tower, as well as the power shot and the return rack.
And that's your garage, I think.
That is my garage. It was actually pretty easy to build, and it was actually a lot of fun to build too.
Is that you throwing them?
Yeah, I'm a good shot. Had a lot of practice now.
Okay, awesome. Those are some really good ideas for teams. Some more questions we have coming in from David Diggs is, where will the referees stand on the field to score the rings?
They won't stand on the field. They'll stand off the field like they do every year. And if it's a team that's playing in a remote format, then their referee, their scorekeeper, will be off the field as well.
Yes, and I will add to that a little bit. Generally, for the traditional event, the referee will stand approximately here, but we will have some resources available for referees for traditional events. But being able to pay attention to the rings going in and coming out the back of the goal. More to come.
More to come. Okay, perfect. Question from I Am Turtle the Best. How hard is it to knock a power shot?
To knock a power shot?
Do you want the honors or do I? Okay, maybe a battle?
Well, I'm not sure if we have the coordination, but let's try it. Oh.
Oh, man. I got it.
About that hard.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that fills you in too much, but not too hard at all.
Yep.
And that's the reset bar.
Another question coming in, how many rings can fit on the wobble?
How many rings can fit on the wobble?
I don't know.
I think that probably, well, so there's 20 rings total on a field in the traditional format. There are 10 total rings on the field in the remote half-field format. So I think you could probably get just about all of them on there. How many you got there?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8,
9.
9.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, quite a few.
Wait, let's give them the exact number.
Wait, hold on.
That's 9 plus 4, 13 I got.
There we go.
There you go. We learned the same time you did.
And I guess now that you guys have it stacked on there, from Prime Gaming Job, their question is, can you demonstrate what happens when the wobble goal is bumped?
Oh, let's see. So it can tip over. They're actually rather difficult to tip over and keep down. It's kind of like Weebles wobble, they don't fall down. But as you can see, it's got a pretty good range of movement.
Okay, perfect. So another question coming in from Munib1 Syed. Can human players choose when to release the rings onto the field, or do they have to do it immediately?
You want to take that one?
Yeah. So human players, really, they should try to work to keep these in play. There are only 20, so it is a limited resource. So they can hold them for maybe a couple of seconds, but we do have a rule in the game manual that you should reference because if they do hold these for too long, they could incur a penalty.
Okay, perfect. Another question from RegieVR27 is, what happens if you get a ring hooked on the power shot pegs?
So funny story.
Something like that?
That has actually happened to me, yeah. And really, the human player is actually allowed to, as long as there is a robot isn't directly in, I think it's about 2 feet of the power shot, but they can come through here and pick that up and put it back into play using the return rack. It does happen.
In between autonomous, they'll be able to reset them and reach up in there anyway.
Exactly,
so
yeah.
That's designed for
After
that.
autonomous, yep, during the driver control period, yep.
Okay, perfect. A question from Sliple. Are we allowed to put the rings in the goal instead of throwing them?
Place the rings, yes.
So placing, yeah, so the low goal is the only goal that the rings can be placed in from anywhere on the playing field. So a robot can come up and drop them in here, but for the other two goals, they do need to be in the launch zone in order to score.
So if a robot reaches in and just drops it here, it doesn't count?
No.
Okay.
Perfect. And so this will be our last question. From Chop Quadruple Zero, what are the wobble goals made out of?
So the base of the wobble goal is a molded plastic, and the plate here is Euroboard, and then this is not polystyrene. So it's very similar to the Skystone bridge that you saw last year.
All right, and if that was our last question, thank you. We can't wait to see what you guys do and how you solve this game. And don't forget, check out Game Manual Part 1 and Part 2 for deeper questions that are just going to be released. And we have two versions of Game Manual Part 1 and Part 2 this year, one for traditional events and one for remote. And we'll hand it back off to Sarah because I think she's got some sweepstake winners to announce.
All right, perfect. Ken, Aaron, thank you so much. Teams, thank you for sending in your questions. As I'm sure you'll have a lot more questions as you prepare to redefine the game this season, make sure to check out the First Tech Challenge game and season page right after the show for the Ultimate Goals season materials. So whether you're a returning team or competing remotely or in person, whether you're a rookie, 4 of you are about to win the 2020 Kickoff Sweepstakes to help you this season. So the winners of the Ultimate Goal partial game sets and scoring elements are Team 14164 Flux Capacitors from Parkersville, West Virginia, Team 14887 Madison County 4-H and Madison County High School from Danielsville, Georgia, Team 18045 Tipman Robotics from New Underwood, South Dakota, and Team 18509 winners from Bothell, Washington. Congratulations to this year's winners.
Congratulations, sweepstakes winners. This season's game is going to be off the charts. I can't wait to see how you all work together, build confidence, and champion each other to exceed team and personal potentials. If you're as excited about Game Changers as I am, head over to the website firstinspires.org/gear to get your hands on some of this season's merch.
What an incredible Saturday. We can't wait to see the awesome robots you make and all of the teams in action on the field. Make sure to tag First Tech Challenge on social media throughout your season so we can keep in touch and see how those big goals get bigger results. Thanks for having me be part of your kickoff celebration. I'm Sarah Fogwell.
I'm DJ Knight.
Good luck, Game Changers.